So Willie, is it the 5th of February that we have to provide our written stuff for printing?
February. That's the last day for all warrant articles, I believe.
Warrant articles.
No, as I've been telling everybody, they're due yesterday.
Yeah, well, forget that.
I know, I still have to put a little ink on the paper on what I'm writing, so. I'm not sure, the sooner the better. I mean, obviously, it can't all go to print till all the warrants are in, so, you know, it can't happen before the 5th, but it's an organizational thing, of trying to get it all together at once. It is a little time consuming.
So when is town meeting, is that the 12th?
Town meeting will be on the 12th.
Okay.
The voting is on the 11th.
Right.
Those dates have been added to the calendar on the town website with the information of times, locations.
So the 11th is town voting? Tuesday the 11th?
11th, right.
This town meeting is the 11th. Polls open at 10, close no earlier than 7 p.m. at the townhouse.
On the 11th.
On the
And the 12th is town meeting.
at the school, deliberation starting 7 p.m.
Well, town meetings at night this time?
Deliberative portion. Go back to the,
I like that better.
you know, I mean, it was, you're never gonna please everybody, always, those that aren't gonna show up always will have an excuse why they couldn't make it. And I don't know if we got any more attendance having it on Saturday, than we did having it Wednesday night.
Looking at the list of warrants, typically it's going to be got to fly through a few. You folks have a lot of warrants.
Yeah.
Well,
They can fly
group
through
a
late
lot
night.
of them. They group a lot of them.
Group all the,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, this year, I don't know. I'm not making any predictions on this year.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I
Might be there till 3 in the morning.
I know.
No, they don't let you stay in the schools that late. The custodians union kicks you out, right?
Yeah, 10 o'clock or something. I think it's
Monday before.
You'll see them.
Yes, ours is the 11th.
That's the 10th.
there is one other thing that
Oh, you're talking about town meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, March 10th, right.
I did wanna bring up that I had in the minutes from last week, and I didn't bring it up, or last month, when we met on the 19th, and that was under number 5, other, because the Vilbigs had asked what the agenda was for the meeting, wanting to know if the Wetlands Conservation District ordinance would be a topic of discussion. And I'm going to make a recommendation that this committee vote not to do any work other than compiling the information on the wetlands ordinance until such time as the lawsuit against the town is done.
Do you need that in the
It's the
form of a
CMI
motion?
lawsuit.
Right,
Right,
yes, yeah, the lawsuit against the wetlands ordinance.
Yeah.
Do you need that in the form of a
I
motion?
just made that.
You made one, I'll second.
Chair make a motion? You can't make a motion.
Sure.
You can make a motion. Okay, I didn't know that. You don't vote on it though, right? I don't know. I'm just.
I'm gonna vote on it too.
But, so.
I second it.
Okay.
This is Willie's rules of order.
Well, I mean, you know, we're all members of the committee. I mean,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
right.
Are we discussing just changes to the ordinance itself? Or
Changes to the
introducing
ordinance.
procedures, how to review the ordinance, or just
Anything,
limits completely.
anything to do with the ordinance other than compiling the data of what exists as far as the ordinance goes. I think it just keeps it clean, and the Vilbigs know we're not gonna deal with it till after that suit's over. It helps everybody out. They don't have to
Well, aren't
worry
they
about.
kinda open anyway?
What's that?
Aren't they kinda open?
Kinda open.
I mean, as far as the campground?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But they were concerned that there was gonna be discussion about the wetlands ordinance, and they wanted to be here if there was.
Right.
And
No,
I understand
that. No, I understand that.
I wanna sort of let people know that, I mean, this is my feeling, that the best thing we can do for the public and for the town and the lawsuit as it goes forward is not to be throwing other ideas and thoughts into it at this time until it is completely settled, and then we can address it. The court may say you don't need to do anything to it, or they may say it's a piece of trash, you gotta do this, you know? Don't know, but my feeling is let's not monkey around with it while it's in litigation.
So the motion would read, this committee will only compile data on the existing Wetlands Conservation District ordinance and will not address any amendments, changes, recommendations, etc. until after all legal action regarding that ordinance has been completed. Something like that.
Just what I said.
Got it on tape?
I'm not sure that's exactly it, but I was trying to.
Yes, I would say that would be the excellent motion that I would have liked to have made had I had your exact wording, so.
Okay.
Do we need to vote?
Any further comments, questions?
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna vote no, just to let you know. I just don't like to let things be held hostage, and I personally think that's the one that needs some attention. And I understand your point of view.
And I don't disagree that it may
Right.
need some attention,
Yeah.
but I think that it saves the town more paper.
Yep, I know where you're coming from,
So,
and I understand and sympathize.
and on your principality, I agree with you. I
Right.
don't like to be held hostage on
Right.
anything either, but I think this is just, if all boards did this, then it's
Yep.
done and, let the courts deal with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just think it will end up, the courts will end up providing some feedback, which will then be important to that process, so we could get into the process and then have to go back and redo things, which wouldn't be a big deal, I think, but.
Time will tell. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed?
Aye. Or nay,
Nay?
Right.
2 nays.
2 nays. Okay.
So you see, I would have had to vote anyway.
That's right.
There you go.
You can't win them all.
No, I know that. All right, I think we're down to a final item then.
Will that,
Unless anybody has anything else.
will that be information we passed on to the building somehow? Do you wanna send them a note or somebody send a note?
Yeah,
so
I-
they're aware of that?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get a letter out to them on it. I'll see that we can send a letter.
Okay.
And once we get a copy of the minutes,
Yeah.
give them a call and just say, we voted on this, you'll see the minutes posted on the town website if you're interested in looking at them.
Okay, good.
I don't think we gotta make a
Not a big deal. but
big
just-
deal of it, but just
So,
letting them know.
yeah,
Because they queried about it, so,
right.
and wanted to be let know.
Do you have this on a spreadsheet, is this Excel?
I've got that on a Word document,
Word,
but, I might be able to, way have done it, to paste it.
Yeah, that converts easy, because
I-
I would volunteer to do a matrix if you wanted, using Excel. If you wanted to email that to me.
Yeah, I will, I'll email these sheets to everybody, so.
Nothing there, you
Why don't
I
you just
guess
open
they
up
have-
your email?
Stick in the mud.
I don't have email.
You
I'm
did.
not smart enough to run.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
You did.
We all know that he did.
You can get, what is it, webmail on the TV? Or do you have TV?
No, actually, I don't. I'm in the process of moving again.
What, your box 7